Yeah. Well, pick a place that you are able to grow stuff all year long. Yeah, but see, over there you can't have no palm trees. Over there you cannot have coconut trees. You know what I mean? Or avocado trees, or or lime trees, stuff like that. Mm. Right. Exactly. But that's in South Florida. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's what that. Yeah. No. Yeah, but if you got to cut them open and stuff, you know what I mean? I mean, it's one thing loving animals, and yeah, it's one thing. It's one thing, loving animals. Another thing, butchering them or having to cut their limbs or stuff like that. You know? Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, it's. Uh, Isaac? What the hell is wrong with Isaac? I know, but I mean, that's horrible. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it is. No, I know he has to be. I mean, his father's not a dummy. He just hangs around with them. You know? Yeah, no, him is he just hangs around with the wrong freaking people, man. It's like I ask myself all that time, because half of the pictures that he was posting, he's ripped. I can see it in his eyes. I mean, I'm not an idiot. But I don't say anything because I don't want to preach to him. You know what I mean? It's like that's not the way to get him out of there, to put him down. You gotta appeal to his smartness. I mean, you're better than that. Yeah. Right, that's because you grew together, and that's why I took him over there because I knew that you guys were together. I mean, it wasn't good for him to be by himself because he started going crazy with the Rivera kids over here, his cousins. So I saw that, and then I told him, I said, pack your stuff, you're gonna go over there. I mean, I did it because I knew he missed you. You guys grew up together. You know what I mean? And it's like it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, no. Well, I haven't seen him lately, but he used to call you Blackie. And it's like, Yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. You what? Who? Darwin? Really? I thought Darwin was married. He's not working at he's not working in mechanics anymore. He was working at Pep Boys before. I know that. What else do you want from me? I mean, you know, that's all I can remember. Really? Yeah. And where's Roberto? Yeah, but you know, oh, they know. Really? Yeah, that's why I don't pry. I don't say anything. You know, it's like, you know, I see her day once in a while. You know, and I want to ask her, well, how your dad doing? And it's like, you know, I just don't, because I never see anything. You know. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the first time was because they were stupid. They were doing drugs and stuff. You know. So re really, yeah. Mhm. Right. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Florida is a bad place. I mean, people, you know, I like it because of, you know, the weather, and you can grow things and everything. But look, even with animals, I mean, freaking snakes don't stop growing. Here in New York, they stop growing. You know what I mean? Because of the winter, they hibernate. But in Florida, they're growing all day long, man. They're growing all year long, you know. So things get bigger, you know. So does corruption. So those things, you know, that people do, you know. So you go to the beach and you have naked, and you know what I mean. It's like, you know, you imagine having that kind of an island life all your life, you know. It's like, you know. Uh, yeah. No, I mean, really, who has the freaking energy? You know, like I was talking to Herman about Jose. You know, I mean, I don't know what made him get a room. I mean, he kind of explained to me because I work, and he didn't want to bother me so late. You know, but I told him cancel the freaking thing, and I'll come pick you up. I wouldn't have to be wasting time here waiting for him. You know, outside his hotel room. You know, you understand what I'm saying? But he's like, he already paid for it. He spent $70, and you know, he's in a different plateau. You know, he's just his brain is like, you know, what my brain used to be like at 34, 35 years old. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, and I see it. You know, and I understand it. You know, but by the same token, you know, it hasn't taken you to better places. You know. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, but nobody can change him. He's gonna have to fall off the horse like Paul did, you know. And it's like, and go blind for a while, you know, until he sees the light. I know that, but you know what I mean. I mean, you can't teach him stuff like that. He's got to learn on his own, you know. God tells you stuff. God tells you, you know, don't do that because this is what's going to happen to you. You know, I was just reading this morning. I mean, when they invaded, what's the name of this kid? They invaded Jericho. You know, Joshua, right? He had another guy with him, Asher, something like that. You know, and it's like God told him, don't take anything from there, and this guy did. You know, huh? No, but this guy, he hid in his tent, and because right, and because of that, God punished everybody, because, you know, not just him, he punished everybody, and they ended up stoning him to death, you know. But that's what God does. God tells you, you know, don't do this for your own good. You know, I mean, he can't protect you from yourself. You know, he protects you from everything else if you obey him. But if you disobey him, forget it. Forget it. You know, it's over. I mean, look at Saul. You know, that's why Saul lost his kingdom. You know, because God told him, "He said, kill everybody, kill everybody." You know, and he didn't. What he did was he let them go, and Samuel says, "Okay, have you done everything that God told you to do?" And he said, "Yeah, man, we did everything." He said, "So what is those animals that I hear, you know, in the backyard?" Yeah, and it's like, oh, the people decided to save some of the best stuff so they can sacrifice them to God. No, God doesn't need your sacrifice. God wants you to listen to him. You know, God doesn't need you. You need him. You know, and it's like, people don't realize that listening to God is the utmost thing that you need to do. You know, so much so that he gave his only son so he can forgive you when you sin. That's how much he wants you to listen to him. You know? I'm gonna post this video. I'm gonna post this video later. Here comes Veronica with the biggest what you might call it, Malia. Yeah, you'll see it. I'll post it. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I love it. What's happening? said, I'm not gonna drive rough because I don't want Veronica to shake too much. Right. What are you looking for?
Right out here.
Huh?
It's right out here.
It's right out
I
here.
just woke up.
I know you did. No, because I have stuff to do, and I figured I'd do it. But I wasn't planning on calling you so you can wake up and before they come kick you out or charge you an extra day. You know what I mean? It's like you told me you want to have breakfast before. It's like, when is he planning to have breakfast? If he leaves at 11 o'clock with all his bags, what's he going to go into Dennis with them?
I was at Dennis at 2 in the morning.
No, I know. I seen the steak you were eating. I saw it on Facebook. And it's like, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's like, let me go around town.
I was sleeping and I just got up and I was like, man, I'm hungry. So I heard some food shaking and eating.
Oh, you mean you went to sleep when you came from Florida and then you got up again to go eat? Yeah. I thought you guys just didn't go to sleep. Yeah, what time you get in? 10?
11 something.
At 11 you get in?
Flight was late.
Really?
When we were supposed to be checking in at 7:30, they were unboarding the other.
Where was the flight coming from?
Fort Lauderdale. Oh, I don't know.
No, the plane.
Georgia, they got delayed in Georgia because there was a storm.
Right.
So they got delayed. They were let go.
Yeah. Yeah, those planes are like a truck. You get off and somebody else takes you. It's a machine. Yeah. They clean it and they refuel it.
They gotta get their money for it.
Yeah. I remember one time I was going to Honduras and we were here in Kennedy and it was snowing. And it was snowing and the plane that we were supposed to take was coming from Spain. So it didn't land in time. So now they gotta start pushing everything off.
You should have seen.
So now the plane from you guys want anything? You want to stop for breakfast or?
Yeah, take us to a good diner though. Like not an IHOP, not like a mom-and-pop steak.
Yeah, there's one right there.
Like, tired of eating. You should have seen.
What do you want to have? Eggs and home fries and
something like that. Remember when I came for Christmas for Grandma's thing?
Yeah.
That was the worst headache. You seen your flight delayed, this flight because they all got caught up in this winter storm.
Right.
So now they pushing it back and they're like, we're hoping to make it an hour later, and then I'm just sitting there and then it's delayed again. And it's like
it took me that one Christmas that I went to Honduras, it took me 30 hours to get there. Usually it takes you 5.5 hours. Because we left Kennedy here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we arrived in Florida like 3.5 hours later. Right? But the plane that we took originally was supposed to leave earlier than that. What is it? You want to plug your phone?
Seat on Alex. I guess Juan just made it to where Alex just got off or something.
Huh?
Alex just got off or something. He's like, you in town? I'm like, yeah, I figured you'd be sleeping.
Yeah, you would be if they didn't have to kick you out.
No, I'm saying them. Alex, he just got
off. They're still sleeping?
No, he just got off of work like that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I don't know what they do. I seen him at the funeral. And I got some video of them, but I didn't get to cut it. I just uploaded the whole thing to YouTube.
I didn't even get to get any pictures of
Adolfo's house? I got a whole video on YouTube of it.
Oh,
I put it on Facebook, I think, some parts of it, but the whole video is on YouTube. An hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever long it took. Because it says right here, this is videotaping this whole thing. I videotaped her coming out of that hotel with a big ass bag, and so did you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
he's
the camera?
right there. That's what I use. That's what I use at work. I told Joanne, I said, I'll load that up later on Facebook.
Oh man. What a guy. No, it's good to have it though. You never know if you get stopped, police.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know.
I just heard about the shootings or the deaths or something. 3 people yesterday.
Yeah, some idiot at the movie theater.
That too in the DC.
Yeah,
DC
but
Louisiana. Lafayette.
but there was a cop got shot and killed. I think California, I think it was.
No, there was something happening here in Newburgh.
Oh really? Oh, there's always happening something here in Newburgh. I don't listen to the news here in Newburgh, but
I just get tired of hearing the same old thing.
No.